Yo, you just got a PicoCalc and you're excited to start making stuff. But getting started can feel like you're drowning in options. You open it up and suddenly you're staring down C++, micropython, basic, a dozen different libraries, and a bunch of complex toolchains. It can take hours of frustrating setup just to get a single character to show up on the screen. It's enough to make you just want to put it right back in the box. But what if you could skip all of that? What if you could go from unboxing your PicoCalc to running a fully interactive command line in just a few minutes using one simple text-based toolkit that has everything you need already built in? Well, I'm JBlanked, and today I'm going to introduce you to the PicoCalc Text Starter Kit, a library designed to get you from zero to running your own programs and demos fast. We're going to set it up together and just see how powerful it is. Let's get to it. Let's talk about the star of the show, the PicoCalc Text Starter, which is an incredible open source C kit from Blair LeDuc. Think of it as the ultimate shortcut for any text-based project. Its whole purpose is to handle all the complicated, low-level hardware setup so you can focus on the fun part, actually writing your app. Right out of the box, the kit comes with ready-to-use drivers for the most important hardware. It has drivers for the display, supporting multicolor text that's perfect for terminal apps. It also includes drivers for the keyboard, the SD card reader, the speaker, and even power management functions. There's even an included demo, so you don't have to write a single line of driver code to get these working. The starter kit provides a pre-compiled file that shows off all this functionality, and that's where we're heading first. Forget compiling code for a minute. Your first big win with the PicoCalc is going to happen in less time than it takes to make a coffee. The text starter kit comes with a pre-built firmware file that ends in .uf2. This one file is all you need. If you have a Pico or Pico W, download the version 0.14 Pico version. Otherwise, if you have a Pico 2 or Pico 2W, download the 0.14 Pico 2 version. First, make sure your PicoCalc is off and then turn it to the back. Now, this is a custom case by N602, which allows you to reach the Pico easily. We need to access the tiny boot select button on that board. If you have the original PicoCalc case, you can still reach the boot select button using a wooden toothpick or something small. Now, what we need to do is press and hold it down. And while you're holding it, plug your Raspberry Pi Pico into your computer using a micro USB cable. The Pico will pop up on your computer just like a USB flash drive. After that, you can let go of the button. Now just drag and drop that UF2 demo file onto the drive. And once it's finished copying the file over, the drive will automatically eject and you can disconnect your Pico. And just like that, you are running a complete interactive terminal. You'll see a command prompt ready and waiting for your input. This is the power of the starter kit. You've just installed a full-featured text environment without touching a line of code. Okay, now for the really fun part. This isn't just some static screen, it's a live command line that lets you test out all the hardware. First, type help, and then click enter to see a full list of everything you can do. The list of commands is also available on the GitHub. Let's say we want to see what's on the SD card, just type in dir. And just like that, you'll get a list of the contents of the current directory, proving the file system driver works perfectly. We can also test the hardware. Type beep for a quick sound check. We can even check the battery with the battery command. Or if you feel like clearing the screen and starting fresh, just type in CLS and hit enter. To test the speakers, you can first type songs to see a list of available files. Then use the play command followed by a song name to listen to it. See how the library gives you immediate high-level control over the hardware without any of the low-level headaches? This is the solid foundation we'll build on. Now, the demo is cool, but the real goal is to write our own code. Thankfully, Blair has included documentation on how to use all of the APIs. You can build your own projects just by including the library's header file, like I've done in the MicroPython and SDK version of PicoWare. The simplicity is why it's already being used in almost 10 other PicoCalc projects. His library handles all that messy, complex stuff for you, letting you think about your program's logic instead of worrying about hardware registers. It's really the perfect starting point for building a text adventure, a custom utility, or even a programming tool. All the code for the PicoCalc text starter, including the demo and the source code for all the drivers, is available on GitHub. There's also a great forum available for the starter kit if you need support or just want to share what you're working on. I'll have the link to the repository and the forum in the description below. It is one of the fastest, most direct paths to making something real and text-based with your device. And there you have it. In just a few minutes, you've gone from an out-of-the-box PicoCalc to a fully interactive terminal, and you've seen just how easy it is to write your own programs on top of it. Now, if this video helped you get started and made PicoCalc development feel a little less scary, hit that thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you're planning to build first. And be sure to subscribe for more PicoCalc tutorials. I'm JBlanked. Thanks for watching. Peace.